Alright, I'm going to be showing you guys how to make some Luminator spectrum signages. So before I start doing those, I want to let you guys know that I will not be teaching you guys how to download the fonts in this video, as I've already done that in the previous video on how to make your Hanover signages. So if you don't know how to download the fonts, I recommend that you see that video. It should be at the top right up here. If not, I'll put it in the description. I'll do both anyways, so it doesn't matter. So I'm going to be diving right into making these signages. So first and foremost, your templates that you want to use for Luminator spectrum. We go over here. We have our universal 200 times 24 for our front sign. So that's the one that's over here. This chunky sign right here. Then our side sign, which is the thing right here. This will be 120 times 16. So although it doesn't show that I have it, it's this one right here. I just renamed the file, but pretend that it was always like this whole time. Like that. So now we have a nice 120 times 16 signage. Cool. That's for your side sign. And for the rear sign, which is the sign that's usually in the back of the bus, if I could this right here, this is your rear sign. This will be 48 times 16. So this sign right here. I'm going to be teaching you guys how to make all three signages. So, great. Anyways, as we see, blank paint on that canvas right here. Typical. As usual, readjust the size. We're doing the front sign first, and as I already told you guys, the front sign, just any sign in general, multiply it by 10. Multiply the dimensions by 10. So 1,000. As we see, 200 times 24, we want to make it 2,000 times 240 because we're multiplying it by 10. So 2,000, not 200, and 240, not 24. So it looks like this. Go ahead, copy your 200 times 24 background, CTRL-V, C, and then CTRL-V, like that. And now, this is your background, usual. As I mentioned earlier in the other video, this is your text layer, layer 2, normal, congrats. Now, anyways, right, going back to that M4 photo, this M4 part, this will be Luminator Spectrum Route 24H. So we're going to go ahead and look for that in the font sheet. I already have the fonts though, but I also want to show you guys which section to use. So it's not in the Luminator section anymore. It's in the Spectrum MTA custom section. This right here. So you're just gonna go ahead and scroll over to where it shows Route 24S right here. Yes, this is your Luminator's Spectrum right here. Go ahead and download it. I already told you guys how to download the font, so make sure it's the regular. That's the right one. Once you've downloaded it, then put it. Go ahead and find it. We're gonna put M4 because that's what I'm basing this off of. Route 24S and M4. The color that you want to use is the same orange that's used in Hanover, the default orange right here. So that would be FF6A00, like that. And the size, as usual, it tells you what size to use. So that's 127.5. I already know that, but yeah. I'm just teaching you guys. I'm not an expert at these signs, obviously. I didn't make them. I'm just doing how I know how to do them, or just how I do them. So yeah, now we have the M4 part of the way. Now we want to make the limited text, right? This chunky limited sign right here, we want to do that. So you would definitely want a clear reference if you guys are making like exact replicas and stuff like that. But for most limited signs, it's usually just 16 times 22 in Luminator Spectrum. So you're going to go and download that. I already have it, so it's not rocket science. Once you've downloaded the font, then, yeah. So we're going to go ahead and find that. Luminator 16 times 22. It doesn't say 16 times 22S because there is no other 16 times 22 for Luminator except for the Spectrum one. So it probably does say that somewhere. Yeah, it says it. Everything in this section, it says S, but I got all the fonts before they got deconsolidated or separated into a different category. So everything else says S, but you get the point. Wrong tab. The size should be 165 if I'm not mistaken. Right? Limited. There we go. Somewhat centered. Let's scroll out a little bit. This looks great enough. I'm not really going to eyeball it to make sure it's perfect though, but if you guys ever want to do that, take your time. Yeah. So now we have the text out of the way. Now you guys want to know how to make it like a regular spectrum glow, right? Because the glow I had used for Hanover the last time, it was like this. Radius 20, brightness 10, contrast 10. This looks nothing like spectrum. It's too damn dark, like my skin. Anyways, see how bright that is? Nah, we don't want it to be this dark. So we're going to go ahead and undo that. The glow that you guys want to use is going to be 2 phases, basically. So glow, radius 1, and brightness 40 and contrast 10. So yes, we're messing with the brightness for once. Radius 1, brightness 40, contrast 10. Just don't touch the contrast. Okay, there we go. And then you're going to want to go ahead and put the glow again. This time radius 20 and brightness 10. The same glow that you use for Hanover, but after you've made sure that you put the glow to 1. I meant the radius of the glow to 1 and then the brightness to 40. And then like this. So now this looks a lot much more like spectrum, like that. So we're gonna go ahead and save that because we're done with the sign now. I'm pretty sure it's not centered, but if it's not, then I don't give a fuck. We're gonna go ahead and save it to our Manhattanville folder if I don't already have one. LaGuardia, Baisley, Stingle, here it is. M4 Limited. LSPC standing for Luminator Spectrum. I think this isn't centered. It looks pretty much like it, right? M4 Limited. M4 Limited. Okay, great. There's also the top and bottom text that I want to go show you guys how to make. So we got the BX40 via East Tremont and via 180th / Burnside. It goes via every damn street. Shit. I'm gonna go show you guys how to make the top and bottom text as well. It's basically the same thing, so it's really like not much of a thing Bob to do. Anyways, route, as we can see, BX40, so we'll be using our route 24 spectrum, which can be found right here, same size, 127.5, BX40, like that. Make sure it's on top of the dots. Stop putting the dots like off each other and like that. That's not how, I don't like looking at signs like that. So that's why I'm trying to teach you guys how to make near identical signs. You feel me? So yeah, BX40, and then we got that whole sequence of text and stuff like that. Don't worry, don't shit yourself. This is pretty easy to make. The top text, as usual, it should be 7 times 12 spectrum or 7 times 12 S, and then the bottom 7 times 11 S, unless your reference says otherwise. But normally for spectrum, specifically for spectrum at that, it's always that. So I already put it to 90 because I already know what sizes to use. So yeah, that will be 90. It says via East Tremont Ave, right? Yeah. Okay. It's gonna be one hell of a sign to make. This time, since it's so damn close to the 0 and the wall, we can actually eyeball this and not. Right, so we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 9 on that side, and then we got 9 on this side too. Great, perfect, perfectly centered. I just gotta put them on the actual dot so they can really be perfectly centered on top of the dots. So there's that. We have our top text done, and I'm sorry, it's 82.5 for 7 times 11S. Like that, right? Via 180 Burnside, like this. Looks like they're both. I can't tell. I have to like zoom in for this. Actually, okay, never mind. I don't. It's so obvious. So it's accurate the way it is. Actually, surprisingly, I totally just winged it like that at that. So yeah, now we have if I'm not mistaken, an exact replica of that BX40 sign that I just made. So once again, add the glow. The glow will be radius 1 and brightness 40. Contrast, don't touch it. And then put the effects, the glow again. Glow, radius 20 and brightness 10. And there you got it. Now we got a Gun Hill bus sign on this motherfucking shit. I'm gonna go ahead and save it to our Gun Hill folder. Perfect. BX40 via, I don't even know what the fuck to put this. I'm gonna just put via Tremont. That's crazy how I saved that as Hanover and that's clearly Spectrum, but okay. Okay, now we're done making the front signs, but give me 1 second as I pull up everything we need for our side signs. And we're back. So, side signs now. Wait, time out. 1 sec again. Can't make side signs if we don't have the references for the side signs, right? So here's another M4 photo that I just randomly pulled out of nowhere. This is the M4 to 135th and Broadway. So we'll be making this side sign. Yeah, totally. Anyways, readjust your template. I'm just gonna X out because please don't install. Please don't waste my time. This shit's gonna take like a million years to update, isn't it? That joke's on you. Now we want our thingamabob, our side, so that's 120 times 16. So 1200 and 160, and then do that. Hooray! New layer, as always. Putting our text. This right here, this M4, that will be Luminator Spectrum Route 16. So we gotta go ahead and find that, which is right here. Route 16S. The size, I'm not gonna lie, I fake forgot. I think it was 82.5. Am I right? I think I'm right. M4. The color is still the same orange. So as you guys know, it's still that same orange color. Just gonna drag it right here. Perfect. Now for our 135th and Broadway text. I genuinely have no idea which font this is, but since it looks like it takes up 14 tiles high, then I'm gonna assume that it's like probably, I'd say 8 times 14. That's just an estimate, so we're gonna go ahead and try that. I'm gonna go ahead and look for 814 Spectrum right here, and then the size is probably like 90. I don't know. Definitely not. It's definitely not 90. 97.5. How about we just actually use the font sheet and just look at it and stop going off of what my ego says. It's 105. See, that would have taken up so less time if I just actually looked at it. 105. So what was it? 135. Wait, time out. Nah. I think this is like the same exact font. Yeah, I could be. It's definitely the same exact font. You see that? Like, just kind of interesting, like, oh shit. Alright, so it's the right font. That's the good thing, right? It's the right font. The problem is that it's not separated. And yeah, I don't like that. You feel me? Maybe I could re-download the font and see if like I get any luck with that, but at the same time it's like, what is that gonna do? Modification of font. So maybe it's been modified. So I'm gonna go ahead and try to re-download that and then see if I can save time so I don't have to space everything out one by one. So download, agree, open type. It doesn't matter which thing you downloaded it as. So we're gonna do that. Replace it. So yeah. And now, nope, it didn't do jack shit. So now we have to separate. Basically we have to what's it called? You see how they're only one space apart in this photo, and not 2 spaces, like how the text currently is? That's my biggest beef with this shit. So I have to like literally grab the text like this to put them together and shit, like how I did with the BX19. So this is gonna take quite a minute, I'm not gonna lie. all you really gotta do is just like drag them one space apart, but it still takes up like a lot of time, and it's really annoying. I know that people say that the ones who use Photoshop and stuff, it might be a little bit easier, or I don't know. I just don't use Photoshop because I don't know how to work that shit. If I can get like a Photoshop tutorial, shit, I'd watch that. But I'm so used to Paint.net, and Paint.net's not bad. It's really not bad. It's just I have to make the fonts and stuff. So, or you can always just like do it like this. Oh, that's really just one space apart. Okay, got you. I don't even remember like where that was at. It's like right below, right above, something like that, like this. Broadway, and now we can just do like this, right? One, three, no, stop it. 1, 3, 5, and then how many spaces is this apart? Looks like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it's 5 spaces apart. S, and then T. So we did it. We've made our. Oh, we gotta center that. So, like this. This should have not taken so long, but since the texts are like compressed into just one space apart, then oopsies and shit, I guess. I already know damn well that it's like this, and I still put in one extra space. Anyways, yes, perfect. Now here's our M4 to Broadway 135th Street text. But as you know, there's no glow, so the glow that we'll be using for the side is not 1 times 40. It is going to be radius 20 and brightness 10 and contrast 10. So basically the same glow for Hanover. This looks so fucked up. I don't know what. Is this supposed to look like this, or am I like tripping? It's good. It's just like I might be bugging now. I'm not gonna lie. Give me a sec. Just pretend. Okay, yeah, I don't know what that was. It was like half glow or some shit. Anyways, go back to Manhattanville. M4 to 135th Street. Luminator spectrum side. And easiest thing to do ever is our rear side now. 48 times 16, you know the drill. Background, I meant reset the canvas. 480, 160, copy paste, put it there. Second layer, route 16 spectrum. No, that's Hanover, oops. Here we go. Nope, that is not it either. This is it. 82.5. Same orange color. Like this. M4. Perfect. See? Like, you literally cannot mess this up. Unless you just choose to, but it's super easy to just do your rear sign. Perfect. Alright. Go ahead and save that. The radius should be 20, the brightness should be 10, and the contrast should be 10. So same glow as the side. I'm also going to do the BX40 as well because I just made that sign, so why not? BX40. It also looks kind of cool, so yeah. Fuck it. Same exact glow. 201010. Save as. PNG. Gunhill. EX40. LSPC. So yeah, there you have it. If you guys need any further assistance, let me know in the comments.